Welcome back to my Jane Austen library makeover. Today we are getting started on the 12-foot tall built-in bookcases in here. We already installed the platforms last time to get them up to the level of the 8-inch tall baseboards in here. And now we're gonna assemble and install a nice layer of cabinets right on top. And I got prefab cabinets instead of building my own. I built all my own in my kitchen because those were all custom dimensions. I wanted custom additions like pull-outs and all those sorts of things. And I really couldn't use standard width cabinets to get the look I wanted. But in here, I can absolutely use standard width cabinets to get the look. I designed everything around the dimensions that you can buy online. There will be a couple exceptions where I have to cobble cabinets together to fit in the corner. And then I have one wonky section of wall where everything needs to be cut down, but otherwise this is gonna save so much time and money just assembling it from pre-built. But what's really cool about these so these are click-ready cabinets, which is so fun because you don't need any screws or any knowledge of how to do woodworking. You literally just click all of the pieces together. Nice joinery. The inside is completely finished. They have little peg holes so you can have adjustable shelves. Really nice solid wood face frames. You can stain it, you can paint it. The one thing it is missing is slow close hardware, but there is a little thing I'm gonna put on later that makes any door slow close, which is really nice. But this just saves a lot of time and effort. They're still really good quality, and it's also not that much more than buying all of the raw materials and hinges and everything else myself to build them from scratch. So when I did the math, I thought I'd save myself some time. And clicking them together is really fun. All right, friends, you know what time it is. It is time for our first problem of the project. There's usually multiple, and our first one is that I think I ordered these cabinets too tall. I got 36 inches tall, and I think especially when you see them next to the doors, they just look way too big. I want people to walk in and be like, bookcases, and not big old cabinets with bookcases on top. So the smallest I can order is 30 inches. I've ordered those. I think that height is gonna feel really nice so that the bookcases can shine. And while we're waiting on the new cabinets to arrive, let's go ahead and get started on the bookcases. Okay, but before we keep going, I do want to stop and thank Schlage for sponsoring this video. And I also want to thank them because we are about to upgrade my ugly back door. It has been covered in dirt and grime, dog scratches from previous owners. The hardware is rusty. I've lost the key, so I can't even get in this door. And it is very, very overdue for a makeover. So let's do it. Let's start by giving it a much needed bath with some cleaner because who knows what all is stuck to this thing. Then we'll go in with a heavy duty primer and finally some leftover exterior paint. So much better, but this rusty hardware is still an eyesore. Let's swap it out with this Schlage Encode Smart Wi-Fi Deadbolt. Schlage is recognized as America's most trusted lock and is in over 40 million homes. I love that they use quality materials and have a variety of styles like this Camelot trim that's a very close profile match to my home's 100-year-old trim. Plus this Schlage lock and handle are super easy to install. The best part, even if I lose my key again, I'll always be able to get in with this keypad. This upgrade was definitely worth the investment. All right, and here's a reminder of this door before and after. So much easier on the eyes, and the best part is I can get in my back door now. Talk about an upgrade. All right, let's get back to the action. Well, last week I showed you my crazy dining room full of stuff from the study, and now you get to see my kitchen also full of stuff from the study. You get used to it when you do a live-in renovation. So all of the stuff for the bookcases is cut now, all the 3/4 inch pieces. So the sides, tops and bottoms, and all of the shelving. And next up is just like slotting it together and then also cutting the 1/4 inch plywood for the backs. I was hoping to get a lot more done this week, but honestly, it's just been insane. I had like 5 deadlines, and then a pipe burst under my house last night and completely flooded the crawl space, and I had to turn the water off, and now I'm getting my water main replaced tomorrow. So it's just one of those weeks. But you know what? It's gonna be great. The cabinets will arrive tomorrow, and hopefully they will be the right size. Please. Ooh, also the most important update of all, a little kitten showed up on my front porch this week, and he's so cute. Look at him. I'm working on getting him socialized. He is still pretty feral, but he's so sweet. He's so nice with the other cats, so they've accepted him. So I've been doing a lot of work to try to get him to trust me so that one day he can get fixed and get all his shots. And I just spend so much time staring at his cute little face. Can you blame me? Let's try this again. Cross your fingers. It's so much better. Okay, let me show you. So this is the smaller one. This is the original one. This one came up to my ribs, and this one comes right to my hip. I think it's the perfect height. I'll be able to use this for storage, but it'll still be like bookcase dominant, if that makes sense. So these are going in the mudroom. We'll assemble the rest of these, get them in place, and then I can finally get these boxes out of this room, much to the cat's sadness. So here are the cabinets. These are the old ones. You can see
they're so tall.
They're quite tall. They're only 6 inches taller, but they feel so much taller. They look so much taller in person.
I mean, they look as tall as you, honestly.
And she loves them.
Oh, I know she does.
But I do think these are the right size. They just feel like a good cabinet height. And then this is like a good height for the first bookshelf.
Yeah. Because the bases are so tall that it does not make sense to have cabinets that tall.
Sorry, Dawn. We're taking your favorite cabinets. They're gonna go to the mudroom. We're gonna move them out. And
we are?
Yeah, we're gonna...
With her?
We're not with her. We're gonna move these to the mudroom, and then we can start unpacking and assembling all the other cabinets.
Let's do it.
We're so sorry, Dawn. Here, you can have this one. Let's see if you like it.
Is it? Not as tall. Okay, toodle.
That was so easy. It's one of the reasons I bought these cabinets. Now, what will not be easy is what is gonna have to come up next, which is figuring out how to cobble these pieces together to form a corner cabinet. And so I think I need to cut all those pieces and reform them before I assemble them, because once you click them together, it's a permanent bond. So I need to figure out how to cobble that together. And then this is the other tricky wall section, because this section of wall is 2 inches shorter than all of the other sections. So I still want them to look pretty much the same door width wise, cabinet wise. So to do that, I'm going to take the 27-inch cabinets, shave down their components by 1 inch each, and do lots of cobbling back together and put them in place. So that will also need to happen. And we're gonna hope that all of that cobbling doesn't ruin the cabinets, because I'm tired of ordering these things. And then out here in the garage, we have all of the pieces cut for the bookcases, except for the backs. They're hiding underneath all these other layers of plywood. But these are all of the sides of the bookcases, tops and bottoms and shelves. And the next step is that I need to route grooves in order to be able to slot the shelves in. But you know what? We made a ton of progress on these. Didn't expect to get to them for a while. So next week, we should really see things start to come together.